Hey, this is Chris, and you're watching That 70s Show review. I'm here to talk about basically That 70s Show, my opinion on the show. Now, my opinion is very different from a lot of viewers out there. I notice that the more I talk about it, the more people feel differently about it.
Hey, that's not a big surprise.
I know for me personally, there was a big place in my heart for it. Now there's not.
No.
Let's talk about just some of the characters, I guess. The biggest thing was, when right off the bat, the biggest character that kind of pulled me into the show was, of course, Kelso's. Michael Kelso's character, played by Ashton Kutcher. And he was basically what first started me to liking the show. The good wit that he had, the humor, and all that. And then I kind of turned over to Eric Foreman, and kind of liked him a lot because of the way he approached things in his sensitive, shy way, and I could relate a lot to him. And then I moved on. I want to talk about one of my favorite characters of the show. If she wasn't in this, I probably wouldn't be watching the show. Jackie Burkhart.
You guys, the roller disco dude-ass coming to Kenosha next Friday.
Oh my god, guess what?
See, now, that's the kind of thing that judges really frown upon during competition, Steven.
Jackie has such a good character to play. It's neat seeing her go through all the changes that she's going through. She's not a two-dimensional character. She has so much growth that happens. Mila Kunis, the girl that plays Jackie, has so much good potential acting. I just want to run through this really quick because I know I don't have a lot of time. But Mila Kunis, I just want to congratulate her on her just amazing acting job.
This isn't your car.
Yeah, foreigners can't drive here unless it's a cab.
When the titles come up in the show, you see two people, Topher Grace and Mila Kunis, and it's only because, why? Because they're the best actors on the show. I'm sorry, everyone else doesn't near enough drive into that character as much as they do. Everyone else can act pretty much normal. There's a lot of times where the actors will just, really let loose and go somewhere else that we've never seen their character go. But most of the time, the character is very close to how they are in real life. I know that that's not the way Mila is in real life. She's very, completely different. And so it's like that's acting. It's not reacting. It's like that's her acting because it's so different from who she really is. Now let's talk about the seasons. Season 3 is the first season that I actually went out and bought. I've seen a lot of episodes prior to that, and I didn't know if I should or not. It was kind of like one of those things of, you know what, I don't know if I'll even like this. If you know me, I'm very picky when it comes to TV shows. In fact, where I am right now, 23 years old, I have no interest in TV shows. You can ask me and I won't be following up in any of them. Lost, 24, Grey's Anatomy. You can ask me about anything and I won't know. Just because I've removed myself from it, I don't need to see it. In fact, I don't even know if I'd be watching if this show was even on TV. It's sad but true. The thing is, I focus so much on movies. Anyways, I would like to talk about Season 3. It has a lot of interesting episodes on this. I guess the biggest one for me was that I liked on this was Roller Disco. It's got a lot of interesting things to it. Just unique because, the character of Fez gets to dance with Jackie, and that's like the biggest thing that he's been wanting to do forever. He actually gets a break here, so it's interesting to see that happen. And Jackie's really surprised at how well a dancer he really is. Unique things, very very interesting. there's kind of this whole, throughout the whole series, Michael is trying to either get back with Jackie or figure some way how he's going to live without her, which doesn't go very far.
Small town with a limited number of women. And I've already gone all the way through them once, and now I'm back to Jackie. Oh, yeah, and I love her.
Next one on this season is Dine and Dash.
My grandmother gave me this money, see?
Hi, Fez.
Hello, Caroline. Hey, Kelso, thanks for dinner. It was great.
Yeah,
Yes,
delicious.
thank you, Mike.
Hey, guys, no need to thank me. I'm happy to do it. Okay, everybody ready?
Great, great dimension to it of all the characters playing their parts and just hilarious. What else? I want to talk about. Oh, another good episode is Kitty's birthday. That's today. I think that's the one I actually do like. Deborah Jo Rupp in. She really dives into that, being so mad she doesn't even know what to do kind of stage, and it's just interesting to see how everyone forgets her birthday except for like Hyde, and he gives her something, and then Donna is upset at the guys for forgetting Kitty's birthday.
Oh, good Lord. You forgot your mother's birthday.
Oh, no, Dad, this is bad. This is very, very bad.
All right. Don't start getting all twitchy.
It's interesting. I think everyone enjoys Kurtwood Smith's character, Red. I think everyone enjoys...
Complete and glorious victory.
The thing is that I was thinking of is just the uniqueness about the show. It combines so much, and that's what I love about that episode, is because you have no idea like how someone can forget. It's like, oh, good grief, and they try and make up for it, and they just screw it up, and then finally, just out of left field, you find out that there's this thing that Kitty's wanting to do for 10 years, and
For the last 10 years, she's been asking us to do something. And every time we say no, because what she wants is the most horrible thing in the world.
I won't do it.
Oh, you will do it. And you will like it.
I want to talk a little bit about the director, Dave Traynor. He has a very unique way of putting scenarios together. And I think that, the creators behind it, Bonnie Turner, Terry Turner, and Mark Brazil, all these people have put amazing job into this show and done a lot of good things with it. I think Dave Traynor, he's really moved to all these things about the 70s. However, I think that was his downfall. A lot of directors get better at what they do. I'm sorry, Dave, but David got really worse at what he was doing here. As a director, the jokes just that we're delivering got more cruder, they got more sexual, they just got blown out of proportion. This is season 3, which is probably the best. Season 4 is good. The first disc actually is boom, right after the other. Just, you want to watch the next one. It's so addicting. You want to see what happens. You're curious to see how things are going to happen. And then you move right along. And, on this disc, the first one's called It's a Wonderful Life. It's so unique and fun seeing all these things happening, and such in a crazy way, However, like, by the time you get to the end of this, you go into the next one, it's just like there's really nothing here. There's interesting things that the characters have, to offer, just interesting scenarios, but it's going downhill. The only thing that's lasting like really strongly in this is that Jackie, Burkhart, and Kelso, their life is so much maturing. I want to talk about the comparison of the dimension of the character arc here. Like in the third season, Jackie feels very strongly that she does not want to be with Kelso at all. She's actually tries to get with Hyde, of course, which eventually happens if you know the show. Kind of back and forth thing going on there. Anyways, finally, you know, she sees that Kelso is wanting to be with her, but she doesn't let him get off that easy. She puts him through scenarios and tries to see how close she can get to have him be mature about this. Now, Jackie's been the same old, it's all about me, you know, bow to me kind of thing, you know, stuck up kind of a girl. She's always, you know, she's always wanting things her way. But it's interesting because even with that, they can create something for the character to actually mature from.
Yeah, no thanks, man. I don't do that stuff anymore.
Shut up and come on.
No, man, I mean it. I've matured.
And let me tell you, like, the most maturing character on this show is Jackie. Okay, say I'm wrong if you want to, but the most person that stands out for me is Jackie, because she waits and waits till, you know, the time is right before she can finally figure things out. And there's things that, you know, that Michael's able to win her heart over by knowing her so much and everything. But she wants this to be solid. She doesn't want this to be like last time when he cheated on her.
Ta-da!
Oh, Michael.
I haven't seen season 2 or season 1, so I might be wrong in how good they are. But anyways, what ends up happening, you know, is the two characters maturing from this and finally, you know, just being able to be together again. And it's interesting, but it's also great. We long for that, right? We long for that. So now in season 4, basically it's like there's conflict. There's always going to be conflict in a relationship, and that's exactly what happens. You know, it's always a huge conflict going on between them. And it's like when Kelso, you know, takes over for the dream job that Jackie wants, she's like hugely hurt from it. It doesn't really sit well, you know, because it's like they both have areas they need to grow in. And it's like, oh, I hope they can get by this. But it's like, I don't know if they can, right? And so as we see, you know, by the end of it, it's just like they fight and they argue and they realize, you know, I don't think they can be together. And at least strongly, what, you know, Kelso says, you know, you make me feel bad. And it's like the bits of drama that are in it, I hold on to more than any of all the jokes, you know. I mean, I see that, and I see what really is into this, better than all the comedy stuff.